Welcome back to Sports and More. If this is your first time visiting the channel, I want to say thank you. I also want to say please hit that like and subscribe button, and we're going to get into today's topic. Today's topic is Colin Kaepernick. Look, I don't think that Colin Kaepernick ever intended to start this protest. It all started off with him sitting on the bench, pouting because he lost his starting job. In my view, that's the way I looked at it. Now, with that said, it became a thing because he obviously follows that Shaun King dude who's got more, who's more obsessed with race than any person I've ever met, or at least that's what he proclaims to be on Twitter and social media. I've never met the guy, but you know, his birth certificate says he's white. He says he's black. I don't know. Whatever. The dude's just all into race. And anyways, I believe that the time in between Colin Kaepernick sitting and then seeing what kind of, I'm sure he checked his phone at halftime. It was a preseason game. Didn't, you know, he might have checked it during the game. I don't know. And he saw that it was getting all this attention. And he's like, this is my belief. This is what I believe. He's like, well, I can't say, you know, the real reason that I'm sitting here pouting about losing my starting job. So he sees his timeline and he follows that Shaun King dude, and you know, he comes up with the whole I'm doing this because police killing black people. So I don't think that it was legitimate from the start, honestly. And ever since then, he's never came out and spoken. And I have no... Look, I think Colin Kaepernick himself, just take all this other stuff out of it. I think he is a very confused person. You know, like he doesn't, and I know some mixed race people who have the same sort of feeling. They don't know where they stand. Because the black community, some of the black community does not think they're black enough. And the white community thinks they're too black. And it's just a mess. But Colin Kaepernick was given up, you know, by his biological mom. And he is raised by rich white folks. And he got to attend great schools. And he was probably treated really well. And I just think that he has something inside of him that has never been filled. As a person who doesn't know his biological father, I can speak to this. When you don't know one of your parents, and it just, especially your father, being a man, you now his circumstance is different, right? Because he had foster parents, so he did have a male role model. Me, I didn't really. The one I had wasn't a good one. Didn't help me be a better man or become a man. But with that said, I think that you have just, most of your life wondered where you fit. And I think that by doing all this stuff, you definitely garnered attention for yourself from the black community, and they see you as, folklore hero, and maybe that's what you want. I don't know. I just think that you should always, if you're passionate about something, I'm passionate about a lot of things, and everything I'm passionate about, I speak about. I'm passionate about my faith, Jesus Christ, my Lord. I speak about him. I'm passionate about sports. I speak about it. I'm passionate about a lot of things, and I speak about it. People who are passionate about something, they speak about it. Mr. Kaepernick, I don't know how passionate about this thing you truly are, because you don't speak about any of it. None of it. You have other people speak for you, and people like me are like, is this what the guy really wants said? Because you don't know. If it's not coming directly from the source, then you have no idea. So my thing is, like, you're posting videos, or people are posting videos talking about you want back in the league and this and that. And this has been going on for forever now. Oh yeah, he wants back in the league. Well, you gotta be at least smart enough to understand that that's gonna cause a lot of concern for a lot of teams. Not only because of your profile, but what comes along with it. All the distractions. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you yourself, by yourself, would be a distraction. It's just everything that has led up to this. And I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. I believe that this whole thing you backed into ass backwards and ran with it and got paid from it big time. Not only in Nike deals and all that, but in the black community and their acceptance of you. Because you were not doing this stuff when you went to the Super Bowl 2012. Black folks were still getting killed by police. White folks get killed by police too. It's not a black-white thing, man. I hate people who always make it out to be that. Because then all it does is make us, divide us further. And we don't need that. We need to come together, not be divided. And, you know, you're up there giving, when you were speaking, you're giving, you're speaking to reporters with a Fidel Castro shirt on, a guy who's probably killed more people or had more people killed than the entire United States police force combined. You're practicing in pig socks with police hats, and they got bullet holes and blood dripping from him. Is all a bad look. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, man. It made you a lot of money, and if that's what you were after, and it made you your name well known, and if that's what you were after, you got it. But I just don't. I have a hard time feeling any sincerity from you, sir. You got. I thought you were a Christian dude, because you got all these Christian scriptures written on, tattooed on your body, and then you're going out with a Muslim girl, and like, if you follow any part of Christianity, it tells us not to yoke ourselves with unbelievers or people not of the same faith. So, I don't know, man. You're like, you're a walking contradiction. I don't know how else to say it. But I do wish that you would speak. Just speak, man. If you really give a crap about any of this that you say and that you claim and that you've made money off of, then speak about it, damn it. It's time, it's like no one really taught you how to be a man. Being a man means standing up for what you believe in. And if you think taking a knee is standing up, that's not it, man. That's not where it ends. That's where it starts. If you believe in the stuff that you're saying, that's where it starts. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, Jim Brown, all speak about what they believe and the social justice that they work toward. Muhammad Ali did the same thing when he was here with us. But you, sir, do not. You do not speak to anybody. And it's not only a shame, but it, like I said, it just causes more confusion. So, I want to know, I don't dislike you, I don't hate you, I don't any of that. I just want to know where you stand. Because, having people talk for you is far different from you talking directly. So I can understand what in the hell you are thinking, what you are doing, where you're at. So hopefully you will see this and you'll speak on what you are doing and what you believe and all this stuff. all the unanswered questions. Because you're always trying to make the NFL look like the bad guy. And you got paid from the NFL for it. But, look, you can say that they blackballed you, but honestly, who would want a player that's going to bring that much heat and that much distraction to their team? Because in a team sport, this is not golf, this is not tennis, this is not, tiddlywinks. This is not an individual sport, is what I'm saying, Colin. This is a team sport, and everyone has to be connected, and everyone has to be pulling toward the same way. And the things that you brought up, hey, it's true. Black people get killed by police. White people too. And the rates are actually higher for whites because there's more white folks in America. That's just mathematical facts. Black people get killed by police also, but it's worse areas, and we got to do something. If you really want to do something, we got to do something about young men who grow up in these bad areas, whether they're white, black, Mexican, doesn't matter their skin. If you grow up in a bad area, you're more than likely to do things that are going to either lead to your death, your incarceration, or lead to you doing things that you just don't want to live with, don't want that, to be part of who you are. And we got to focus on those communities. Getting water in Africa is cool and stuff, but it does nothing to help the cause that you say that you're behind, that you stand for, that you kneeled for, about black folks and people in bad spots getting, killed by police. What we need is more people changing those bad spots, because we got a ton of them, and I got a ton of them just in my little city as it is. Can't imagine big cities. They got just out of control spots like that, and we have to do something to make those bad spots good. If we really care, we got to do something to make those bad spots good. So, I'd like to hear from you, directly from you, sir. Because, like I say, I don't know, when your girlfriend's tweeting out stuff or posting stuff on Instagram or social media, I don't know if that's her or if that's you. No one knows. But if you come out, you record your own self, or, do an interview with somebody, and you are the one speaking, then I will know where you stand. And, all that. And the rest of the real world too. And I think that's what a lot of folks have an issue with. Is it's like you're the Wizard of Oz. You know, you're behind this curtain, and you know, you're never seen from, never heard from. He was heard from, but he wasn't seen. You're seen in videos working out, but you're not heard from. So, my advice to you, sir, is to let us hear from you, directly from you, and I think that'd be a great thing. Not only for understanding where you're at and what you truly believe, but helping us move forward. Because how can we move forward if we don't know what the guy who everyone looks up to as being this icon really believes and really is trying to do, and is what are you really out there doing? Anyways, that's all I got for this. You know, I know it's a very long one, but it's an important one, very important. And hopefully, Colin, you will see this, sir. I have nothing against you, against anybody. I just want to know, you know, what's up from you directly, buddy. That's it. Hey, until next time, thank you for watching the video. Till next time, peace.